did the whole soap opera thing develop for you? I mean, because once you get into a role on a soap opera, as you know, the soap operas, many of them have been around for decades, but also the
Right.
fans are incredibly loyal. They know
Yeah.
everything. They can even sometimes write in and tell you who you should be marrying and dating and where you should
Oh
live
my
and
God. Yeah.
what car you should drive. And don't be friends with him because I don't like
Right.
him. And
Oh my God.
that's just
The
on one
fans,
episode they can do that.
right. Of course. The fans are amazing and they're already setting me up. They're shipping me with different characters. I think that's the term, shipping, like when you see
Yeah.
two characters together. I
Yeah.
learned that recently. Um, but yes, to answer your question, I would say that I didn't necessarily know that soap operas was going to be it's something that I do. And that's one of the most exciting things about being an actor is you never know what you're going to get cast in. And that's what's so exciting about it is that I think honestly, whatever happens, like I'd be cool with like, if it was just like voiceover, the voiceover world where I popped, like that'd be cool. Like as long as I got to act, there's some things about voiceover that is more exciting in certain ways where you don't have to dress up. It doesn't matter if like your hair or your beard is like sloppy, like they're not going to hear that. All they hear is your voice. So it's about keeping your voice ready and in tip-top shape. But yeah, that's what happened is that I got into the soaps, and that was honestly my first experience as far as acting on a soap. Now, what's kind of interesting is this going back to college for a second. My first experience with soaps or soap royalty off screen was in college. I dated this girl that I met in my psychology class, and she was a really sweet girl named Elizabeth. And we started dating. It got pretty serious, and I remember like I really didn't know soap operas at all, right? And I was chilling at her house, and I knew something was up because they have like they had like a $16 million mansion in Beverly Hills, like literally 90210 zip code. And I remember, one night we were just like watching TV or something, and her mom comes in and she takes my girlfriend's purse and starts like ruffling through it and says like, "Oh, you look a little low." And so she starts taking out like maybe like $300 or $400 bills and stuffs it into her purse. And I was like, wait, what is going on? And I was like, okay, allowance. When I was a kid, I was lucky if I got $20 a week or something, and she just got like
Yes.
an entire, like, what was that, like 5 years worth of allowance in one sitting? I was like, what is
Yes.
going
And
on here?
20
So
bucks was mowing the lawn, washing the cars, taking the garbage out, and walking the dog for the
right,
20
right.
bucks.
Right, right. So yeah, I mean, back then kids used to earn their allowance.
You would
Nowadays,
actually
it's like, yeah.
just
But I think this is also a special case because like this was, maybe like 10. I don't want to date myself, and I don't know exactly how many years ago, but it wasn't too long ago when
yeah.
this happened. And so still, that didn't necessarily clue me into what was going on. It wasn't until like maybe a little bit later, another day, I was there, and I was like, I was thirsty one night, and during the daytime, navigating a mansion can be easy, right? But at night, when the lights are off, a lot more
Ooh,
tricky, right? There's
yeah.
staircases or labyrinths, different hallways and passageways. So I
Yeah.
remember being like, "Hey, I'm gonna go downstairs, grab some water. Do you want anything?" She's like, "No, I'm good." So I go searching, searching for the kitchen, right, to go grab a bottle of water. And that's when, like, I'm making wrong turns. I'm like, yeah, this is for sure not the right way. And then all of a sudden, I stumble into a room that evidently is just a trophy room, right? And so I look, I'm like, what the heck is this? And now I see like daytime Emmys, all sorts of like awards and acknowledgments and, all like trophies just everywhere. And then I look closer, I'm like, oh, okay. Like that's when I started putting two and two together.
Yeah.
So come to find out that her mom is Melody Thomas Scott, who starred on Young and the Restless for like maybe like 40, 50 years,
At
like thousands
least.
of episodes
Yes.
as
Yeah.
Nikki Reed. And her
Nikki. Yeah.
dad,
Sure.
yeah, Nikki, yeah. And then
Yeah.
her dad is Thomas J. Scott, producer of like The Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, obviously Young and the Restless too. So then it was funny because after that, then I was like walking into the house one day, and then I'd see him just chilling on the sofa watching dailies of like The Bold and the Beautiful or something. Or, I don't know which soap it was, but I would just see him watching and be like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. This is kind of cool. I had no idea that this is what was going on when I first started dating the family, or the girl, but it was really cool because, then you flash
Dating the
forward,
fan.
like
Yeah.
yeah, dating the family. Well, I say that because they were the sweetest family, like, she
Yeah.
had 2 other sisters, just amazing people, and they also invited me. I went down with them to this huge, like, soap opera star-studded wedding, in Santa Barbara that was at, like, the Four Seasons Hotel, and we had our own room at the Four Seasons, and then, I guess it was, Melody's makeup artist who got married. So we went down there for the wedding. We drove down, and it was just like an amazing time. So that was honestly my first experience with soaps, right? Soap royalty, and I had no idea what to expect and everything. But I think had I seen soaps before that, I probably would have been like maybe starstruck or something like that because she is like such an influential actor in the
Oh,
soap opera
yeah.
world.